Thanks, Jamie. Let's get to our top headlines tonight. These stories are real, new, now. Stimulus checks from the government are being sent out this week. Find out why 3 local families are expecting to see a reduced amount on those checks.
Prisons are potential hotspots for COVID-19. How the federal medical prison in Springfield is looking to protect inmates from the illness.
Could individuals who recovered from coronavirus help others by donating their plasma? A local hospital thinks so. So we'll tell you how it works. Ozarks Fox News at 9 starts right now.
Real, new, now. This is Ozarks Fox News at 9.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm John Adams.
And I'm Jennifer Abreu. Let's begin with our top story tonight. We have breaking news just into our newsroom right now. Here's a live look at an active house fire in Northwest Springfield. Fire crews are on the scene at a home in the 700 block of North Warren Avenue.
Now that's near Chestnut Expressway in Kansas. And as you can see, there's multiple fire crews on the scene right now. You can see maybe some smoke coming out of the top of that home right there as our crew zooms into the scene, and you can see firefighters in the front yard there, maybe attempting to make sure that all the flames are out. We can't see any flames right now, but there is smoke visibly coming out of that home.
Our crews just arrived on scene. We will find out more information for you, and we'll have all of those details on our website, ozarksfirst.com. Well, let's get back to our other top story tonight. During this COVID-19 pandemic, if you're laid off, unable to pay rent, or struggling financially, you should get some relief within the next couple of weeks.
Some people are already receiving their stimulus checks from the federal government, but as our Francis Lynn explains, some people may not be receiving that full amount.
According to the websites of the IRS, the U.S. Treasury, and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the Treasury Offset Program allows overdue child support as a collectible offset for federal emergency funds, such as your stimulus checks.
It's really hurting. It's a huge burden.
Because it is a relief, check. It's not a check that's supposed to go to past debts.
Robert McMullen and Kristen Kettner are people or spouses of people who owe child support. They told me they believe child support funds should not be taken out of their emergency funds.
Now I'm going to be faced with being out of work and not having any money when I have my children.
I think it should be strictly used for the pandemic and not used for any other type of debt that was owed in the past.
According to their website, spouses of people who owe child support will also have to pay using their stimulus checks. Kettner and Stephanie Lee, another woman whose husband owes child support, says that is unfair.
And it really aggravates me because I understand that he owes his part of the child support. And I always file our taxes, married file jointly, and I don't file injured spouse, so that they just take our taxes and go towards the rear's part of his child support.
I don't care that they take his, but don't take something that is supposed to help me and my children.
Other people who commented on our Facebook story say they think anyone who owes back child support should have it taken out of their check, saying the child support should have been paid. Francis Lynn, Ozarks First.
And the child support offset or deduction would take place if the state informed the federal government of failure to pay on schedule, which means no payments were received within 62 days after the first debt notification.
Under the Treasury Offset Program, federal income tax returns are automatically applied to past due amounts.
Now, this week, you'll be able to track those stimulus checks. The Treasury Department and IRS have a new tool.
Yeah, it should go live on about Wednesday of this week. You'll be able to track the status of your payment by entering your Social Security number, date of birth, and mailing address. Having your direct deposit information on file with the IRS ensures you get your stimulus check in your bank account faster.
And if you don't have that, you'll have to wait for a check in the mail. And this page right here is also where you can add your account information if you don't already have direct deposit set up with the IRS. One at 9 tonight. Over the weekend, the first inmate in Arkansas tested positive for COVID-19.
And so far, prisons seem to be hotspots when it comes to the spreading of the virus, like in Chicago's Cook County Jail, where there have been over 300 positive cases, including inmates and staff.
Our Madison Heaver has been looking into how our local federal prison is operating to prevent inmates from being exposed. Madison, what did you find out?
Yeah, Jen, the Medical Center for Federal Prisoners, the FedMed, is actively trying to prevent its inmates from getting the virus, and they're doing that by handing out surgical masks to both inmates and staff when needed. Soap is available throughout all federal institutions and in cells. For federal medical centers like the FedMed, factories began production on cloth face masks, non-surgical medical gowns, and packaging hand sanitizer. The Bureau also has decreased inmate movement nationally by 92% from this time last year and suspended social visitations. Here's a statement we got from the Federal Bureau of Prisons today. We realize that suspending social visitation has an impact on inmates and their loved ones, but our primary purpose in doing so is to help keep them and the community safe. In order to compensate for the absence of in-person visits, we increased monthly telephone minutes for all inmates from 300 to 500 minutes in recognition of how important it is for families to stay in touch during this time. And those calls are free right now through the remainder of the emergency. The Greene County Jail is also disinfecting and screening people for the virus. Here's what Greene County Sheriff Jim Arnott told David Oliver just 2 weeks ago in one of our Ozarks Tonight segments.
We do that every day and have had to do that for 50 years, because one thing that you have a large amount of people in one location. So before we screen for bed bugs and lice and other types of diseases, now we're just adding COVID-19 on top of it and basically cleaning everything with disinfectant in the booking area and doing a very good screening of inmates that come in. And if we do a good job at that as much as we can, we're going to eliminate the chances of someone getting affected on the inside.
22 Greene County deputies have self-quarantined and 18 are back at work. There are currently over 50 positive cases of COVID-19 within the Federal Bureau of Prisons system, and that's in Missouri and Arkansas, with no deaths.
All right, Madison, thank you. Well, we start a new week and we want to keep you updated on the changing COVID-19 case numbers. Here locally, there have been 79 positive cases in Greene County. 8 people have died. Meanwhile, 37 patients who had tested positive in the county have now recovered and have been released from isolation. Good news there. Around the state of Missouri, 4,388 positive cases have been confirmed. 114 people have died so far from the virus.
6 Cox Health employees now have the coronavirus. 3 people likely contracted COVID-19 at work. Cox says that number could be higher. Of those 6, 3 employees work at Cox Branson and 2 others work at a Branson clinic. The 6th case likely got the virus from community exposure. We don't know if these cases are directly connected to a COVID-19 exposure at Cox Branson from earlier this month. On April 4th, we learned that a patient at Cox Branson potentially exposed a group of employees to the coronavirus. That patient later died and tested positive for the virus.
The Missouri Department of Public Safety says thousands of masks distributed to local law enforcement are being recalled. SEMA says 48,000 KN95 masks did not meet requirements. They will be collecting those masks to ensure they're not used. And some good news, however, an alternative care site in St. Louis will be available starting tomorrow for those who need it. It used to be a Quality Inn hotel in Florissant, Missouri. You can see it right there. Governor Mike Parson reminded the public during his daily briefing that people are recovering every day from the virus, and those fully recovered are being asked to give plasma, which could help current patients recover.
In medical coverage tonight, Mercy Hospital is working with the FDA using plasma from people who have recovered from the coronavirus to treat new COVID-19 patients. For the past few weeks, the Mercy Hospital in St. Louis has been getting plasma from patients who were symptom-free for 28 days. One donor can help up to 3 patients. According to the FDA, plasma that contains the antibodies in the novel coronavirus might be effective in fighting the disease. If you've recovered from COVID-19 in the Springfield area, the local Mercy is collecting donations right now.
Well, even though we are now in springtime here in the Ozarks, it certainly doesn't feel like it today outside. It's pretty chilly, Jamie.
Yeah, it feels like wintertime. Temperatures certainly feel like wintertime outside, and with that, maybe even a touch of snow in the forecast. That's right. For some of us, we could see a little bit of that overnight tonight. We'll have more of that in your forecast. We'll also have more on the warm-up that we will find later this week. That's all coming up.
You're watching Ozarks Fox News at 9 with John Adams, Jennifer Abreu, and weather with Chief Meteorologists